Hello students, welcome to online maths classroom. In this part 2 of statistics, we will take up solutions of exercise 15.1 and 15.2. So let us start with it. Exercise 15.1, find the mean deviation about mean for the data in exercises 1 and 2. So let us see the first question. This data given here is clearly ungrouped data, right? It is a ungrouped data. So how to calculate its mean deviation about mean? So frame a table. One is of xi. Xi means all these values, right? All these given observations, they are xi's, right? And then I need to calculate my xi minus x bar. Xi minus x bar. Now what is my x bar? X bar is my mean, right? And mean I will calculate by using the formula for this sum of all terms, right? There are 8 terms, so sum of all these terms divided by the number of terms, right? X bar is sum of observations divided by number of observations, and that is your 1 upon 8 times 80, that is 10. Okay, now this is xi minus x bar. Xi minus x bar means you have to subtract this 4 minus this x bar, right? 4 minus 10, 7 minus 10. So clearly you can see it is minus 6 minus 3, then 8 minus 10 is minus 2, 9 minus 10 is minus 1, okay, 10 minus 10 is 0, 12 minus 10 is 2, 13 minus 10 is 3, 17 minus 10 is 7, right? Then we need to take up its mod. Mod means the positive values, only the magnitudes. So it becomes 6, 3, 2, 1, 0, 2, 3, 7. Then I will take the sum of this table, okay, sum of this xi minus x bar, right? So this turns out to be 24. Now mean deviation about median is given by md of x bar. The formula is 1 by 9 times this summation xi minus x bar whole mod, right? So it is 1 by 8 times 24, and the answer is 3. Next is your again an ungrouped data. So again in the same way, the number of observations are 10. So mean is your summation xi upon n, and that turns out to be 500 by 10, that is 50, right? So you can make a table or you can go like this also, right? Now this is the table for xi, and summation xi here is 500. Xi minus x bar, as mean is 50. So xi minus 50 means like 38 minus 50 is minus 12, 70 minus 50 is your 20, and like this, okay? All these values, 40 minus 50 is minus 2, and this table is obtained like this. Now xi minus x bar whole mod means we are concerned about the magnitudes only. That means minus 12 will be taken as plus 12, right? Minus 12 mod means it is 12. 20 is 20 and minus 2 is 2, like this. So all the terms here are positive, right? Which gives me the sum as summation I varies from 1 to n xi minus x bar whole mod as 84. And mean deviation about mean can be obtained by applying the formula 1 by n times this summation xi minus x bar whole mod, and that is your 84 by 10, that is 8.4. Find the mean deviation about median for the data in exercises 3 and 4. So number 3 is some ungrouped observation of data is given, right? Now first of all, in case of median, firstly we need to arrange the data in ascending order. So this is the data arranged in ascending order. Number of observations are 12, which are even. So median for even number of terms is given by the mean of two middle terms, right? So how to find the two middle terms? One is the n by 2, that means 12 by 2, that is the 6th term, and the next one, that is the 7th term. And see, count from here 1, 2, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th term and 7th term is your this 13 and 14, right? So median is your 13 and 14th, average means divided by 2, that is 27 by 2, that is 13.5. Now the table for xi is all these observations which are given. Xi minus m means median, that is xi minus 13.5. So like 10 minus 13.5 is minus 3.5, and 11 minus 13.5 is minus 2.5, and like this. So here I'll take all the magnitudes, that is mod. So it will be 3.5, it will be 2.5, and all our terms are positive. And their sum is 28. So mean deviation about median is given by this formula which is your 1 by n times summation xi minus m whole mod, which is your 1 by 12 times 28, that is, it is 7 by 3 and hence it is 2.33. Again in number 4, I need to arrange all the observations in firstly ascending order. Okay, so in ascending order they are like this. So again here my n is 10, which is even, right? So median will be the mean of your n by 2, that is 5th and 6th term. So my 5th term is 46 and 49, right? So mean of them is your, means average of them to find the median is 46 plus 49 divided by 2, that is 47.5. Now let us prepare the table. So table for xi is like this. This is the table for xi. Now xi minus m, that is xi minus 47.5 will give me like 36 minus 47.5, that is minus 11.5, and likewise rest of this can be obtained. And here the table for xi minus m whole mod. So this is taken as 11.5. All the negative values will also become positive. Their sum is 70, and applying the formula for mean deviation about median, I obtain the median as 1 by 10 times 70, which is your 7. Next is find the mean deviation about mean for the data in exercises 5 and 6, right? This is your discrete distribution in which you are given xi and fi. It is without your class intervals, right? So let us see how to find out mean deviation about mean for such data. So this is the table for xi. So this is all the values of xi. Then this is your fi, which is already given. Then we'll find fi xi, right? Fi into xi, like 5 7s are 35. Okay. Then xi minus x bar whole mod, right? So x bar I'll calculate by the formula of, like, you know, for this observation when they are having xi and fi. So how will I calculate? I will first find the sum of fi, that is 25. Fi xi will be 350, and my formula for mean will be 1 by n times summation fi xi, right? So it becomes my 1 upon 25 into 350, that is 14. Now here xi minus x bar whole mod will be like your, this is 5 minus 14, right? It is 9, but here directly mod is considered, right? So we will take just the positive values, and remaining are also calculated like this. And now as frequency is given, so I need to calculate my fi times this table of xi minus x bar whole mod. So fi time is 7 9s are 63, right? Like this. 4 4s are 16, like this. And this sum is your 158, right? Now the mean deviation for this kind of distribution is given by 1 by n times summation this table. You have not to take this one. Now fi times xi minus x bar, okay, whole divided by n. So it is 1 by 25. This is 1 by 25 times 158, and the answer is 6.32. Again for number 6 is, this is the table for xi. This is fi. We'll find xi fi, right? Then xi minus x bar whole mod, and then fi times xi minus x bar whole mod. So fi here is 80. This is 4000, and this is 1280. Now mean here is your 1 by times summation fi xi, right? So it is your summation fi xi is your 4000 by 80, that is 50, and my mean deviation about mean is 1 by n times this summation fi times xi minus x bar whole mod. So it is 1 by 80 times 1280, that is 16. Number 7 is find the mean deviation about median for the data in exercises 7 and 8, right? Now we have to calculate the median. Now let us see how to calculate the median. Firstly, the table is of xi, then fi, right? Then I need to find the cumulative frequency, okay, CF, okay, and then again xi minus m whole mod, and then fi times xi minus m, right? So firstly, let us see how to calculate your cumulative frequency. So you know, you have done it in earlier class also. So cumulative frequency is like, the first one is same as 8. Second one will be your 8 plus 6, that is 14. Next is 14 plus 2, that is 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20, and 20 plus 6 is 26. The sum of fi is 26, right? Now firstly let's calculate our median, right? Now here n is your summation fi, which is your 26, which is even, right? Now median is mean of values of x, right? I have to find now the n by 2. N by 2 means the 13th. Okay, and the next 14th term, as number of terms are even, so 13th and 14th terms average, right? Now how to find the uh, 13th and 14th term, right? Average of 13th and 14th term, right? So see from here, median is your mean of 13th observation and 14th observation. So how will I find the 13th observation? See from here, right? As we come here, see 13th and 14th observation. See 14 is there, right? This frequency ends at 8, right? And from 8 onwards means from 8 onwards everything till 14 is lying in this line. So that means 13 and 14 are also lying here, because next will contain this 16 will contain 14 above. Okay, so means I have to find this my 14. So see the observation which is in front of it. Okay, so which observation is 7, right? So 13th observation is also 7, 14th is also 7, right? 13 and 14 are also, both are consumed here. So it is 7 plus 7 by 2, which is your 7. Now from the table, your Fi times Xi minus M, this is your, you can calculate it as 84, right? As median is calculated as 7, you can frame the table for Xi minus M whole mod, right? And your Fi times Xi minus M also, as we have done in the earlier question, right? And mean deviation about median will be your 1 by n times this complete summation Fi times Xi minus M whole mod. So it is your 1 by 26 times 84, that is 3.23. Number 8 is again same. You have to again find the mean deviation about your median. So let us quickly look here. Xi, this is Fi, the cumulative frequency like 3, then 8, then 14, and everything is obtained by adding up. Okay, and the last one is 29. This you know very well about the cumulative frequency. Xi minus M whole mod is like your, I have to find firstly the median, right? Then I have to find the Fi into Xi minus M, right? So n here is your 29, which is odd. So how to find the median? It is your 29 plus 1 by 2th observation, which is means your 15th observation. Now for 15th observation, come here, right? Come here, right? Where is my 15th observation line? See, 15th observation line. See here, this I have focused my this highlighter in front of 14. So this finishes up to 14, means up after 14 everything 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, even 21, they are lying here. Okay, they are lying. So means 15th observation is also lying here. So who is the, we need to see the observation. So 30 is there, which is your required median. Okay, so 30 is the required median, right? So let us see now Xi minus M, like your 15 minus 30, as we are taking mod, so it is 15, 21 minus 30, that is 9, 27 minus 30 is 3, 30 minus 30 is 0, 35 minus 30 is 5. So mod is taken, so everything is your in positive, right? Fi times Xi minus M, like it is 3 15s are 45, then 45, 18, 0, 40, and the sum is 148. And again the formula for your mean deviation about median, 1 by n times this summation Fi times Xi minus M whole mod, which is 1 by 29 times 148, which is 5.1. Now let us start with the questions of involving continuous distribution, and they are with class intervals, right? So find the mean deviation about mean for the data in number 9. Here the intervals are given and number of persons, means the frequency is given. Income per day, the class intervals are given, and here number of persons means the frequency. Now see, after writing, we will write firstly the my class intervals, right? Then the number of persons means the FIs. Then the mid value. Mid value, know the Xi. What? Right? Xi. Xi means 0 plus 100 by 2, that is 50. Similarly, as the 100 gap is there, so next will be 150, then it is 250, and so on. Right? Then your UI. UI your Xi minus A upon H. Right? So H here is your, A is your 350. Assume mean. Okay. So assuming you can calculate from here, like if you remember, so how many terms are there? Like there are 8 terms. So 8 terms are there, so leave 4, right? So there are 2 in the middle. What are they? They are 350 and 450. So the one having highest frequency will be assuming. So instead of 450, 350 is having highest frequency. So I'll take it as assuming E. H is your 100, right? So UI is xi minus A upon 100, that is your 50 minus 350 upon 100, that is minus 3. Then you know it is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then I'll find Fi Ui, all you have done in your class 10th. Then xi minus x bar whole mod, which I'll calculate from after calculation of my mean, right? So mean I'll calculate by the formula x bar is A plus, right, summation Fi Ui upon n into h, right? So it is 350, assume mean, plus 4, summation Fi Ui, this one. This is my sum of frequencies 50 and 100. So it is 358. So here I'll calculate xi minus x bar whole mod. So see, xi is 50 minus 358, that is 308. Then 150 minus 358, that is 208, and all of them can be calculated like this. Then Fi times xi minus x bar, so it is 4 into 308, that is 1232, and likewise the others. And the sum is 7896, right? 7896, and mean deviation about mean will be using this formula 1 by n times summation Fi xi minus x bar. So it is 1 by 50 times 7896, right? And it is 157.92. Similarly, question number 10 is height in centimeter is given, your number of boys are given. So again, you can see from here that I'll take my A will be 150 and H you can clearly see from here is 10. So again, the table for height, right, the number of boys, the frequency, okay, then the mid values xi 95 plus 105 by 2, that is 100. Then yi is your xi, right, assume mean is your this one, right? So assume mean is taken as 120 here. So xi minus 120 by 10, so it will give you minus 2 minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, Fi by I, right? This is sum is 53, xi minus x bar. So see from here, I'll use this formula for finding the mean, and mean will be my your 125.3. Then xi minus x bar whole mod, it will come in decimals, be careful while subtracting decimals. Fi times xi minus x bar whole mod, like 227.7, and all other values are like this 1128.8. And from the table, by applying the formula, I can calculate 1128.8 divided by 100, that is 11.29 centimeters. Next is again mean deviation about median. Let us see. For median, again classes are there, frequency is there, and then I'll calculate the cumulative frequency like 6, 8, that is 14, and then 28, and all that. Okay. Now this is the mid value, 0 plus 10 by 2, that is 5, and rest are same. Okay. So how will I find the median? Median, I'll use the formula like that, the formula 1. So n here is your 25, which is your 50 by 2. Okay. We find 50 by 2. Right. Now corresponding to cumulative frequency 28, just greater than equal to 25 is 2030. Now I have to find the median class, right? So how to find the median class? 25th term I am required, all right, C. So 25th term I am required C. This is ending up at 14. So 25 will lie here. Okay. So this is my median class 2030. Okay. So it is my median class. So L is your 20, lower limit. Frequency, we take of the same class. Cumulative frequency we take of the previous class. Okay. And height is 10, n is 50. And by applying in the formula, m is L times n by 2 minus c upon f into h, we get the median as 27.86. Then we'll find xi minus m whole mod. Like, then Fi times xi minus m whole mod, 517.16, and applying the formula for mean deviation about median, I'll get it as 1 upon 50 times 517.16, that is 10.34 marks approximately. Okay. Number 12 is calculate mean deviation about median. Again, the intervals are given like this. Okay, so you must understand, see, they are not continuous intervals like 16, 20, 21, 25, and you know that class intervals, right? Median, first the median of this grouped class interval frequency distribution. All the class intervals here are like this, right, and are discontinuous one. Okay, so firstly we have to make them continuous by subtracting 0.5 from lower limit and adding 0.5 to the upper limit of each class. So it will become your like 0.5 subtracted from the lower and added to the upper. So it is 15.5 to 20.5, then it is 20.5 to 25.5, and this way the intervals can be made continuous. Okay, so these are class intervals. This is your frequency, this is your cumulative frequency. How we calculate summation fi is 100, then we will find n by 2, that is 50. 50 is lying here in the range of 63. So this is your median class. Okay, so this is your median class. Lower limit is 35.5, height is 5, frequency is 26. Frequency you take of the same class, and CF you take of the preceding class. So preceding class is this 37. Median is L plus your L plus n by 2 minus CF upon F into H. So it is your, the formula can be right, and you get the value as 38. Okay, now find the mean deviation about median. You can make it in one table. So it is xi, this is fi, then xi minus m whole mod, like xi minus 38 whole mod. So this is 18 minus 38 whole mod is 20, then fi times xi minus m, right, and the sum of all these values, this is summation fi, and mean deviation about median is calculated using this formula, that is 735 divided by 100. Okay, so we need to write here 100 also. Okay, so 735 divided by 100, that is equal to 7.35. Okay, so this was all regarding 15.1. Let's start with 15.2. Here you have to find the mean and variance for each of the data in exercises 1 to 5. So this is your, these are your observations, again the ungrouped data. So this is your xi. Okay, all the observations are your xi, and the total is your 72. Then you have to calculate xi minus x bar. Xi minus x bar is your xi minus 9. Now x bar you can calculate by sum of observations divided by number of observations, that is your 72 by 8, that is 9. Okay, so xi minus x bar, that is xi minus 9, that is 6 minus 9 is minus 3, like minus 2, okay, 1, okay, and 9, like this. Now instead of calculating, as we were calculating xi minus x bar whole mod, here we will calculate xi minus x bar whole square. So it is your 9, this is 4, this is 1, this is 9, 16, 25, 1, 9, and the total is 74. And now the sum of these total is given by 74. Okay, and the variance formula is this for ungrouped data. Variance is denoted by sigma square, and it is 1 upon n times summation I varies from 1 to 8 xi minus x bar whole square. So it is 1 by 8 times 74, which is 9.25. Again, you have to find it for the first n natural numbers. Okay, you have to find it for the sum of first n natural numbers, the variance. Okay, so x is your this 1, 2, 3, so on, so up to n, first n natural number. Summation x, you know, you have done it in sequences and series. Sum of first n natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 by 2. So mean will be your summation of these terms divided by n. So it is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 upon n. So you know that this n and this n and this n gets cancelled. So we get it as n plus 1 by 2. What is summation x square? Square of these terms. This also you know, we have done it in sequences and series. Sum of square of first n natural numbers, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay. Now what is the formula for variance? Can be expressed in this way also. Sigma square is 1 upon n times sigma x square minus x bar square. So it is 1 upon n times, this is sigma x square, okay, minus x bar is this, and its whole square, right? Open up the brackets, you can take n plus 1 from here and here common, and rest take the LCM inside, and you will get it as n square minus 1 upon 12. It is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, right? And this result of this question is very important for your IIT entrance examination. You get some questions and where this kind of formula is applicable. Okay. Again, first 10 multiples of 3, you have to find the mean and variance for this. So mean will be again the first 10 multiples of 3, like the table of 3. Okay. And then x bar is sum of all these terms divided by 10, that is 165 upon 10, that is 16.5. Okay. Now I have to find out, say I am using, say, step deviation method to find the variance, and assume mean we are taking it as 18. Let's see. The table is here. This is your xi. Okay. Xi and then di, right? So xi is here and this your di is your xi minus a. Xi minus 8 is xi minus 18. Okay. So 18, 3 minus 18 is minus 15, and like this. Summation di is your minus 15, then di square. Okay. So which is your 765. And your d bar means summation di upon n, that is minus 15 upon 10, that is minus 1.5. Variance formula, we are using the same formula again. It is as we use for xi square. It is your summation di square upon n minus di square. Okay, so it becomes 765 upon 10 minus 1.5 whole square. So it is your 74.25. Okay. Now see number 4. Again the discrete distribution is there. This table is for xi. All these values are of xi, the fi which is given. Okay. Now here let the assumed mean is your 18. So we are taking the assumed mean as 18, right? So assumed mean can be calculated from here, right? Which assumed mean we should take, and here also we can take the assumed mean, like from here, the most convenient one you can use, right? So this is your di. Di is xi minus 18. So you get these values. Di square, then we have to, okay. Remember for xi di, xi fi table, we will go for this di. This is the simpler way, okay. So fi di, product of fi and this di, then fi di square. Fi into this di square. Like 2 into 144 is 288. And for this it is 2 into minus 12 is minus 24. So the sum of fi di is 40. And the sum of fi di square is 1776, and summation fi is 40, right? Now the formula for your x bar is a plus your 1 by n times summation fi di upon n. So it is 18 plus 40 by 40, that is 19, and variance is 1 upon n times summation fi di square minus summation fi di upon n whole square. This is actually nothing but it is x bar if you see it carefully, right? So it is your 1776 by 40 minus 40 upon 40 whole square, that is 1 square, and that is your 43.4. Okay. And the second way of solving it is this, that you can go for the mean. Mean is your, like this, your xi, then fi, then fi xi. You go for this. This is 760. Okay. Summation fi is your 40. You go for xi minus 19. Okay. Like mean xi minus x bar, right? If you want to go like this, it is your minus 13 minus 9, then xi minus x bar whole square, then fi xi minus x bar whole square. So you know that fi times, and this is your xi minus x bar whole square. First you obtain minus 13 into minus 13 is 169, and then multiply the corresponding with 2 into 169, like 338, like this. So this is 1736, and variance will be your 1 by n times summation fi xi minus x bar whole square, right? So it is your 43.4. Okay, 43.4. And standard deviation, if we want, it is the square root of variance, which can be calculated as square root of 43.4, that is 6.59. So this is other way of working out the problem, right? Number 5 is again the table for xi fi. So let's quickly see how to solve this question. This is your xi, this is your fi, then this is summation is 22. Okay, then you can calculate your di. Okay, di is your xi minus 100. Okay, so di you can take, it is xi minus 100. So this is 100 we have obtained from our mean. This is your 100. Okay, and then di square, I'll calculate fi di, I'll calculate fi di square. This is 640. FIDI is 0. Okay, and then use this formula, and 29.09 is the answer. Number 6 is find mean and standard deviation using shortcut method. So let us see what is shortcut method. The same we are doing is shortcut method. So firstly go for xi, then fi, then di is xi minus 64. Okay, so 64 is your assume mean here, right? Then di square, fi di square, right? And you can make the value of this x bar as 64, and using this variance formula it is 2.86, right? And the standard deviation is root of variance, which is your root of 2.86, that is 1.69. Number 7 is again you have to find mean and variance for the following frequency distribution. Now these are the continuous ones. So with the class intervals, so see these are the class intervals. This is your frequency, this is your mid values xi, right? This is 15, okay, 0, 30, 15. Then yi is xi minus 105 upon 30. So xi minus a upon your h, right? So a here is 105, it is taken as 105, assuming, right? H is 30, and you can calculate fi yi and fi yi square, right? So fi yi is your fi and this yi, and fi yi square means firstly you have to do the yi square, like 9, and then 2s are 18, like minus 2 into minus 2 is 4, 4 3s are 12, like this. Add up all of them, summation fi yi is 2, summation fi yi square is 76, okay. Now this is mean using x bar is a plus h times summation fi yi upon n, which is 107, and variance can be calculated using this formula, right? As now continuous distribution is there, so h square times 1 by n summation fi yi square minus 1 upon n summation fi yi whole square. So put up all the values which are here, okay, and 2276 is the required answer. For the next question, class intervals are given here. This is fi, this is your mid values, like 0 plus 10 by 5 is 10 by 2 is 5. So this is yi, right? As assume mean we have taken this one, xi minus e upon h is your 10, okay? H is your 10. And yi square, fi yi, then fi yi square. So don't forget to do yi square and then fi yi square. So fi yi is 10, and this is your 68. Now mean can be calculated by using this formula, right? It is easy. So it is 27, and variance is again, now put the values accurately, and this is h square. You can take out n square also, right? Because if you will take this is 1 upon n times this plus minus 1 upon n square times this. So if you take LCM, so n square will be there, which you can take out, and it will be multiplied with n times this and this, okay? So 10 square, h is 10, n is your 50, 50 square, this is n is 50 into fi yi square is your 68, and this is fi yi whole square, that means it is minus 10 square. So 132 is the answer. Number 9 is mean, variance and standard deviation using shortcut method. So see how to apply this shortcut method for finding out this. So see again, this is your height, class intervals, this is your frequency, this is your midpoint, okay? So yi is your xi minus 92.5 by 5, right? So 92.5 we are taking it as xi minus your a upon h, right? So this is how we have chosen it, okay? So this is your a, and these are the corresponding values. Then we'll find yi square, fi yi square. So mean using this formula is 93, and variance by using this formula, okay, sigma square, right? So again h square upon n square, you can directly use this formula also, okay? H square upon n square, n times summation fi yi square minus summation fi yi whole square, right? So h is your 5, n is your 60, and this is 60 times fi yi square. See here it is 254, and this is fi yi is 6, so 6 whole square you have to take. So after solving it is 105.58, and standard deviation is square root of this variance, and this is 10.27. Number 10 is the diameters of circle in millimeter drawn in a design are given below, right? These are your, and again you can see they are discrete ones, means not continuous ones. So I have to make the data continuous. So by subtracting 0.5 from here and adding 0.5 here. So it is 32.5 to 36.5. And so again, you can see this is the diameter. This is my mid values xi, this is fi, and this is then your 42.5. I'll take the zoom in. Yi is xi minus e upon h. This is fi yi, this is fi yi square. These are the corresponding sums that we need. Okay, the 199. Okay, and the variance is your h square times 1 upon n summation fi yi square minus summation fi yi upon n whole square. So you can either apply the formula this way as per your convenience. You can apply the formula. You can take out n square outside, or you want to take it out afterwards. That is your will. Okay, but it's suggested that remember just one formula, right? And it would be better if you remember that one, h square upon n square times n times summation fi yi square minus this one. Okay, summation fi yi whole square. So sigma square is your 30.84, whose square root is 5.55, which is your required standard deviation, and mean here is your 43.5, right? Mean we can calculate as this is your 42.5 is a zoom mean, and it is your h times summation fi yi upon summation fi. So it is 43.5, right? So mean, variance and standard deviation can be calculated like this, right? And it's better suggested to find out mean first and then go for other ones. So this is all regarding your exercises 15.1 and 15.2. Your all the important theoretical portion of statistics is discussed in part 1. Please go through it well. All the formulae, all the requirements of statistics, mean, deviation, the concept of measures of dispersion, the standard deviation, all the related formulation of results has been discussed in part 1 of statistics. So you should go through that also. Here I have just discussed my questions of exercises 15.1 and 15.2, right? The next exercise will be discussed in your part 3. I hope whatever is taught to you is clear. Kindly go through it well. You need to remember the formulas and how accurately you are going to apply them, right? So thank you so much.